In this video, we're going to graph a system of nonlinear inequalities. Both of these are quadratics, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to find the vertex of each of these. To find the vertex, there's a formula that says negative b over 2a, f of negative b over 2a. And then we're also going to need to find the zeros of the function. So we're going to do both things. Let's start by finding the vertex. So this would be negative. If I take the first equation, that would be negative negative 2 over 2 times 1, which equals 2 over 2, which is 1. Then I'm going to take that and I'm going to plug it into the equation. So when I plug it into the equation, I'd have f of 1, which would be 1 squared minus 2 times 1. So we have 1 minus 2, which is negative 1. So our vertex for the first equation, I'm going to write that here, y greater than x squared minus 2x. The vertex for it is 1, negative 1. And then I'm going to look at the vertex for this one, which would be y is greater than negative x squared plus 1. So we're going to have negative. This b value is 0. So you can have negative 0 over 2 times negative 1. So you end up with 0. Now we're going to plug that in. So we have f of 0. F of 0, plug it in, you get 1, because you get 0 squared here. So that'll be just 1. Let me write that out. That'd be negative 0 squared plus 1, that's 1. So our coordinate for the vertex for this one would be 0, 1. Now we need to find the zeros of the function. So let's set this equal to 0. Factor x out, ZPP, and we'll get x equals 0 or x minus 2 equals 0. So you get x equals 0 or x equals 2. Do the same thing over here, or on this problem here. We got negative x squared plus 1 equals 0. Subtract the 1, negative x squared equals negative 1. Divide by negative, x squared equals 1. And then square root each side, and you get x equals 1 or x equals negative 1. Now that I have all this stuff, I can start graphing. So let's go ahead and draw the coordinate plane. We've got a vertex of 1, negative 1 for the first one. So vertex 1 be here, negative 1 is here. So 1, negative 1. And then we're going through 0 and 2. So 2 and 0. Those are our zeros of the function. It's a greater than sign, so we have a dash line here. Dash line here. And if we check, it says y greater than x squared minus 2x, we can check to see where we shade by just picking a point. So let's pick this 1, 0 point. I'm going to check 1, 0. When I check that, I get 0 greater than 1 squared minus 2 times 1. So I get 0 greater than, that'd be negative 1. That is true. So that means we're shading in this area. I'm just going to kind of point my arrows shaded inside there. Then I'm going to graph the other piece. I have a vertex of 0, 1, which is right here. I am crossing at 1 and negative 1. So there's negative 1. Both of these are coordinates. And it's a dashed line because of the greater than sign. So I have a dashed line here. And because of the greater than sign, I'm going to check. Let's check a coordinate out here. Let's check. No, we'll check a coordinate in here. We'll do 0, 1. 0, negative 1. So we're going to check 0, negative 1. When I check 0, negative 1, I get negative 1 greater than negative 0 squared plus 1. This gives you negative 1 greater than 1. Is that true or false? That's false. So we're not going to shade this direction. We're actually shading out this way. And so you can see that our shades are intersecting in this area up here. And that's where our solutions are to the graph.